Hey, welcome back to Walking the Dogs, the weekly podcast where we'll unpack how to architect GTM, onboarding, and customer experience across marketing and customer success to drive growth in small to mid-sized SaaS orgs using my growth framework. It's Lisa out with Dusty and Tanner, where we burn off some canine energy and think through another growth problem. Today we're talking about one of the most impressive and misleading numbers in business, the total addressable market. You have probably seen the slide. Our TAM is 10 billion. It sounds exciting, but it does not tell you how many companies fit your product today, whether you can identify the right buyers, whether your channels can reach them, or whether your team has enough money and capacity to win them. A big TAM can create a very convincing illusion of opportunity. Think about walking Dusty and Tanner. There are thousands of parks where we could theoretically walk. That is our TAM. But most of the parks are too far away. Some are closed. Some do not allow dogs. Others have hot pavement, crowded trails, or maybe bicycles that Tanner's going to react to. Once I account for distance, time, and weather, the dogs can realistically handle, my available market becomes much smaller. That is the service available market, or SAM. Then I have to ask which parks I can actually visit this week. That may leave two realistic choices. That is the service obtainable market, or SOM. Businesses need to apply the same discipline during the gauge stage of growth. Start with your current ideal customer profile and define the filters precisely. Industry, company size, geography, growth stage, business model, tech environment, regulatory, buying triggers, and look at all these conditions that disqualify an account as well. Then use LinkedIn, Clay, ZoomInfo, Apollo, or PitchBook, or other reliable sources to match the buyers to the company. How many qualified companies exist? How many relevant contacts can you realistically reach? How many can sales and marketing actually pursue? What percentage must convert for you to hit the revenue target? Now, build an account list that captures at least 90% of that defined market. One database will really get you there. Combine several sources, including general prospecting databases, lookalike tools, specialized industry directories, and web scraping. Claude Code can merge and dedupe the list, while AI research agents can examine, take a look at the qualification, exclusions, and company criteria. The AI shouldn't simply assign a score. It should provide an evidence of decision. Next, enrich the contacts with firmographic, technographic, the champion, the influencer, all the buying committee, and then use that information with your CRM. Tier 1 will be your strongest high-fit account with personalized research. Tier 2 can be pursued through scalable ABM retargeting, coordinated outbound. Tier 3 is lower priority, but they can go into an automated nurture. The SOM is not every company on the list that qualifies. It is the Tier 1 and Tier 2 account population your team has capacity, budget, and channel access to pursue and realistically convert during the planning period. It is like discovering 4 trails that Dusty and Tanner could walk, but only one has shade, enough room, available parking, and no bicycles. Theoretically possible is not the same as realistically obtainable. This moves you from TAM to SAM, from SAM to SOM, and from SOM to a tiered, named, and properly resourced obtainable market set. If the math requires you to convert 20% of your obtainable market, but your current win rate is 5%, you do not have an execution problem. You have a strategy and a market problem. But naming the accounts is only half the work. You also need to determine where you can earn their attention. Audit creative performance by audience and buying stage. Look for message fatigue, channel overlap, and overdependence on paid media. Then conduct a canvas audit. Examine the counter systems, the podcasts, the communities, large format advertising, interactive demos. Look for the places in the moment your competitors have ignored. Finally, build a trend radar using search behavior, community discussions, regulatory changes, industry, tech events. The goal is not to chase every trend. It is to find moments when your audience's attention and your strategic message naturally intersect. Dusty and Tanner do not need every park. They need the right route at the right time with enough room to move and a realistic way to get there. Your growth strategy needs the same thing. We have now walked this dog from a giant market estimate to a specific group of accounts your company can identify, reach, and realistically win. Can you name the exact accounts in your obtainable market and the places where you have a realistic chance of earning their attention? This is the dog we needed to walk today. Okay, we've walked the dogs. Now let's bring the plan home. Come on, Dusty and Tanner. Let's go home.